What's up, guys? My name is Bless, and today I want to give you guys my Warzone console settings slash audio settings that I want to share with you guys for all my console community players out there who still plays Warzone daily, consistently, only on console. This is not for PC players. I am very sorry about that, but PlayStation, PS4, Xbox One, Series X, PS5s, whatever. This video is just for you. This is the settings I use on my games and streams. So if you guys would like to know, just stick around for the video. This is going to be a quick one, so I don't want to waste any of your time. So let's get on right into it. So for my controller settings, it's really personal preference. A lot of people normally rock like default, tactical, or maybe even like bumper jumper. But for me though, I like that just default because I have a Razer Wolverine controller. So it's really not really much you can do. But especially if you're a new player, you might want to run default and play around with tactical between those two options. But for me personally, I do like the default selection better, but that just works for me. So it really depends on what you like. So for me though, I like default. I run pretty smoothly with it. I play pretty well on default. Used to play tactical, but hey, I'm straight up default. Most of my settings, my dead zone, I have a 0.09, 0.09, you know, the huge basically. For my I have 0.9, 0.9 for my max input dead zone. But yeah, here is what it really gets here. Horizontal and vertical recoil, especially if you're a beginner on Warzone or you're a veteran at this. I started out at 6.6 and I worked my way up every couple of months. So for me though, personally, I've been playing at 7 for the longest time, but I just started playing at 8 and then 9 recently. So I'm playing on 9 right now, and I'm actually liking 9 a whole lot better. But it just takes time getting used to each sensitivity. So hey, play with this a little bit, see what you like the best. But for me though, I go with 9.9. Pretty much the same. Almost everything else down here is pretty good. For aim response time, I have dynamic controller vibration. That's totally up to you. Disable, enable, but just to help your shots, especially when you're shooting enemies, I would disable this because it does mess up your aim while you're shooting at these players. So I will disable that. For my aim assist, I have it at standard. For my aim down sight behavior, I have hold, steady aim behavior at toggle, equipment, you know, all that type of stuff. Oh, this is the big one right here. Use/reload behavior. I've seen a lot of people not using this. Like the people I play with, people in my family, you know, etc. People's streams I watch, they don't use contextual tap. And I highly recommend this. You can pick up things a lot quicker. You can reload easily without holding a button down. So this right here is an absolute huge game changer. So definitely want to use contextual tap. Trust me, you'll thank me later, guys out there. For my armor plate behavior, make sure you have this applied to all. This will like your character will use all 3 plates at the exact same time, so you don't have to hold down one specific button. So apply all at the exact same time. All right, for my graphics, I know a lot of you came here for the graphics parts, and I got you right here, baby. I got you. For my camera movement, right here, you want to have this all the way down to 50%. This will make sure that your camera's not shaking, like motion sickness, especially during like grenades and explosions from the planes and, you know, all that type of stuff, kill streaks in the air. This is for multiplayer too, so make sure you guys turn this down all the way so your character doesn't get, you know, super dizzy. You don't get super dizzy, and things don't go well when you get, you know, motion sickness for sure. Weapon motion blur. I was told that this helps your frames a little bit, especially on console. So I would totally disable these options for you. You can actually see things around you while you're like looking left and right, up and down. So definitely disable this option, disable world motion blur and weapon motion blur. Fill grain, I have this down all the way to 0. For my brightness, I have it at 57. You could play around, maybe drop it. I had it at 50, but I wanted to play a little bit more. I turned my brightness up a little bit more because the new rose skin is added to the game, and it's kind of hard to see those characters on console. So I would definitely bump this up to like maybe 60, but I have it at 57, so that's my sweet spot. For on-demand textures, Warzone console in general had a big problem, especially with the texture issues we had back in season 2, maybe season 3, if I can remember. This was disabled, but since they fixed that for me, I've been rocking high quality the entire time. It makes the game, the map look very very crystal, very clear for me. So I have this enabled on mine, so it just makes the game look more more polished, more clear. Graphics, the textures on the map look incredible with this on. So definitely, it's up to you. But for me, since they fixed that issue, I'd probably turn this on if you want. All right, for interface. All right, I'm into the colorness now, just to make sure your game kind of looks very colorful. For colorblind, I have it at Detronopia, if that's how you pronounce it. But I think a lot of YouTubers will tell you this, that use this setting, especially I will say this is probably the best setting for get the most colors onto on Caldera or Rebirth or Fortune's Keep, whatever you're a fan of. For colorblind target, I have it at interface. For a minimap, make sure you have this at square. Minimap rotation, yes, you always enable this. Show compass also helps out call outs with your teammates or with just you in general. I will also enable this. Kill feed doesn't matter. Some of these don't really matter. Profanity, none of this really matters down here. All right, for audio, a lot of people have been having audio, including myself, but I found some things that I like, especially with audio in this game, that's been helping me hear footsteps a lot clearer now. But for my audio mix, I have this at boost high, which a lot of people will probably tell you, and most majority of them are right. So boost high is definitely one of those audio options I would choose, especially if you're a newer player for this game right now, leading into Warzone 2. Master volume, I have it at 100, so I can hear, global volume, guns around me, and, kill streaks flying above me, all that type of stuff. Oh, for dialogue, this is the person that's like, enemy UAV overhead. You don't want him screaming in your ear 24/7. So I nerded it down all the way to 40%, just so he doesn't get super annoying in your ears. For effects, you want to make sure you're at 100. Juggernaut music disabled. Hit marker, that's totally up to you. Mono audio, disable this. And for my mono amount, about 85%. Doesn't really make a huge difference, but hey, some of these things are your personal preference, but for me, I like 85. So moving on from there. For voice chat, I have it at enabled, so you get those good quality hot mics, especially when you kill somebody. Best thing ever. For my headset, I have it a headset or voice chat device headset, of course. The volume of your death chats every time you kill somebody or whatever, or your friends or whoever you're playing with. Microphone volume, I don't want to be super loud in people's ears. Voice chat, no effect. This stuff's nothing. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, I don't really have that much for I really don't have that much, but that's all I really wanted to get into. So I wanted to show you guys my experience. Hopefully these settings, you guys can enjoy these settings that I have. This is what I normally run. But yeah, that's mainly it, because I know we're wrapping up season 5 or season 4, heading into Warzone 2 in the next couple of months. So if you guys are brand new to this channel, please consider subscribing. I really appreciate all the support, though. I wanted to make this video just to help you guys out there, especially on console. Yes, I do play on console. You guys can follow me at Twitch. I'll have the link to my Twitch in the description if you guys always want to come live and see me. But you can also keep these settings for Warzone 2. It could be the same thing. I don't know, but we will see. But yeah, that's all I really want to get into. But hey, I appreciate you guys so much for all the support, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Much love. Peace.